What is up, guys? Vinny here. Basically, this video is showing my World Cup predictions. The World Cup is starting in 10 days. You'll hear me say that in the video. I apologize. This video runs for about like 9 minutes. But it's all the games. I predict how it's gonna go out, or I don't say scores and anything, but I just say who's gonna win. I don't know if it's gonna be right. It's just a prediction, but this is what I hope, and this is what I think is gonna go down at the World Cup in 2014 in Brazil. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. Like the video, leave in the comments what you guys think I got wrong, or what you guys think who's gonna win. And don't forget to share with your friends. Bye. What is up, guys? Today I'm gonna be doing my World Cup predictions because I just wanna, guys, I love soccer, so I just wanted to show you guys right here. I'm using this ESPN bracket predictor, and it's kind of like a game just like March Madness, where you say who wins and who goes to the finals and all that. And just because I wanted to show you guys what I think is going to be happening, because the World Cup's coming up in 10 days. I have to say, supporting USA, but my favorite team is Netherlands. I can't be a USA fan when they're not. They're a good team and I support them, but it's not very strong against their group right now. But I have some surprising twists that I'll be adding in this video. So these are just going to be my predictions. I'll try to keep it not too long. And I hope my explanations won't be really detailed, because I don't want to have a 10-minute video, but let's just get started. So our first group we have here is Group A with Brazil, Croatia, Mexico, and Cameroon. I actually believe that obviously the home nation will be taking the first place in their group. So you just click it in there, that's how easy it is. And then it's between, I wouldn't count Cameroon out because they had a friendly against Germany yesterday and they tied 2-2. They're a pretty strong team. But Croatia and Mexico, they're all very strong teams, or at least like decent teams. But I would have to go with Croatia for overall strength, and they would get into second place in that group. So then on to Group B. We have Spain, Netherlands, Chile, and Australia. Last year Spain did win, but I'm a huge Netherlands fan, and I actually think Spain is not doing that amazing at the moment. And Netherlands will be pulling out first place in that group, and second place Spain, obviously. But that was a hard choice because Spain is a very strong team, but I still don't think they're one of the best ever, just because they won last year's World Cup. But it was a pretty lame final, I found. I think Netherlands deserved it. So Group C, we have Colombia, Greece, Ivory Coast, and Japan. I would have to say Colombia as first place, but I don't know between, like, Ivory Coast is a pretty strong team with Drogba and Essien, but there's also Greece, and Greece has been alright in past World Cups, but I would have to support Ivory Coast and say they'll pull out second place in that group. It could be an unpredictable group right there. Here's Group D, which I categorize as Group of Death. Because Uruguay is a very strong team. Costa Rica is not that good, but then England and Italy, it's all very close teams and all very good. So I would have to say that this is a hard choice, because I'm actually saying that England will be up there in Uruguay, but I don't know in which order. I want to support England this World Cup, and I'll say they'll pull out first, and second Uruguay with Luis Suarez from Liverpool. Group E, Switzerland, Ecuador, and France, and Honduras. I'm just gonna go right off the bat with Switzerland and then France, because France decided to leave out some pretty good players that could have helped their team a lot. Actually, maybe should they switch? I could make, yeah, I'm gonna swap them, actually. Yeah. France is a strong team. I'm gonna give it to that time. Sorry for that. Group F, we're gonna go with Argentina, Bosnia, Iran, and Nigeria. Argentina is the strongest group. They got left in a very easy group right there. And I would have to say Nigeria did give USA a lot of trouble last year, and they're a pretty strong team. And Bosnia I do not know much about, but I'm going to go with Nigeria. Group G, this is going to be a very interesting group for me because I know somebody from each of these countries and they all live here in Germany right now. So we're going to obviously be watching those games pretty tightly. I'm going to give Germany first place for being the strongest team in that group. I'm not counting Portugal out, but I do not like Ronaldo, and I actually think they're not going to be that strong. If they had such a struggle getting into the World Cup, I'm going to give second place. This is probably the biggest decision, is United States will get second place in that group. Next we have Belgium, Algeria, Russia, and South Korea. Belgium is a strong team with a lot of young talents. I'm going to give them first place in their group. And then it's between Algeria and Russia, I think. And that's where I would have to support Russia between both of them. So we come back up here to the second round. We have Brazil versus Spain, where I'm going to say that Brazil will come into the quarterfinals, the home nation, and beat Spain. And Netherlands, of course, I'm supporting them. Uruguay versus, that's a hard game, Colombia versus Uruguay, but I would have to give it to Luis Suarez. They have a very strong team. And then we have England against Ivory Coast, where I would have to say England would win that match. Even though they don't really do good in the World Cup, they have strong players and they should be able to get there. Then we have France versus Nigeria, where I would have to give it to France, being the stronger team from the both. And Germany versus Russia, where Germany would win. Argentina versus Switzerland could be an interesting game, but I would have to give Argentina the win. And I want to support USA, but I would have to say that Belgium is the better team there, and that's where we will say goodbye to our United States. But they beat Portugal in the group stages, and that's what I think will be awesome. And then we come back up, Brazil versus Uruguay. I'm taking Brazil all the way to the semifinals. That is no bandwagon, that's just, I think they're a very strong team, and they can make it up there. And then Netherlands versus England, I'm giving it again to Netherlands. I know I'm a Netherlands fan. All my favorite players come from Netherlands, like Dirk Kuyt, Wesley Sneijder. I'm not really a Van Persie fan, but he's a good player, and Ian Robben I also like. France, Germany, I would give it to Germany. And then Argentina, Belgium, where it's going to get interesting. That's going to be a very cool game to watch, and I hope it actually happens because I want to see that game. And then we have Argentina. So that is a very strong semi-final group. Brazil versus Germany and Netherlands versus Argentina. That's where I actually would have to say goodbye to Brazil, and Germany would come into the World Cup final, coming against their neighbors, Netherlands. So basically, this is where most people would say definitely Germany, but I seriously think Netherlands is a team that knows how to play soccer, and all of these teams in the World Cup have deserved to be here. I would say maybe Portugal didn't because I wanted Sweden to get in, but I'd have to give the final to Netherlands, and they're going to win this year's World Cup after being runner-up last year. And there's this little tiebreaker, that's just because it's also a competition, and basically there's 7 games. If you get to the finals, there's 7 games, I believe I counted it out. And you have to say how many goals would they score in all these games. I believe the record is 16 by Germany in something like 1954 or something. But basically, I'm going to give Netherlands also. Actually, they're going to have 1 more goal. It's going to be 17. So basically, that is my predictions. I hope you enjoy. And I actually am supporting Netherlands for this World Cup, and I really hope that's how it goes. 10 more days to the World Cup. I'm excited. Let me know if you guys are too. Bye-bye.